What up, guys? Hope you guys are having a great day. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to everybody. You guys want to talk the All-Star game? Let's talk about it real quick. Don't have a lot of time today, but we could talk about a few things here. What up, guys? What up, man? Happy Tuesday. What you guys got for All-Star game today? You guys taking the MLB All-Star game? Let's shit, I don't even know if I could go along today, man. What up, guys? What up, man? You guys want to talk about the All-Star game? The game's total is set around 7 runs today. Historically, the under has hit more frequently. There has been only 4 overs in the last 18 All-Star games. You guys taking over or under today? What do you guys think about it? With both starters, Screwball and Skeens are going to be the starters today. They're expected to exit after the first inning. So there could be some runs afterwards. So you guys know the American League has dominated the All-Star game. They've won 22 out of the last 27. 10 out of the last 11 has gone to the American League. That's pretty crazy. Again, guys, I'm sharing my screen. Just I'm not going to have too much time today, but let me just share a little bit of notes with you guys. The no runs first inning with the under 8.5. Okay, you're bumping up the 7 to the 8.5. I like it. I'm a contrarian, man. I'm always gonna like the under. I like the under. I think a lot of people are taking the over. They're expecting history to change, man. I've told you guys before. I've told you guys several times. Elite pitching is always gonna dominate elite bats. Okay. Elite pitching is always gonna dominate elite bats. So that's what you have there in terms of the total, guys. So the under has hit 14 out of 18 times in the All-Star game, okay? And that's because you have elite pitching in these games, okay? The pitching is the best out of everybody. Now, this year, I will say, I feel like this year there is a lot of opt-outs. There is a lot of opt-outs, a lot of people not participating. Here are the non-participants for the National League, okay? You're not going to see Matthew Boyd out there. You're not going to see Freddie Peralta, Yamamoto, Robbie Ray, Chris Sale, and Zach Wheeler. Okay, there are some good ones there. Zach Wheeler is going to be missed. Chris Sale would be missed. Robbie Ray. I would say those are going to be your top 3 that are going to be missed. But this list is still pretty good. I'm going to say this list is still really good for the NL. Why do I have Rodon here for the... yeah, I totally messed this up. I have the starting list here for the AL, the way they were expected. Let me see. Okay, so we should be... Escobar's in the AL. Okay, we're going to put him there. I'm going to put the NL up here. Yeah, completely messed this up. Let's go. So, guys, this is the expected order. The expected order we should be seeing these starters today for the American League. Starting off will be Screwball, of course. Okay. Right after that, we should see Carlos Rodon. Right after that, we should see Joe Ryan. Okay. Why are these mixed up? These are definitely mixed up. Let me see. Dodgers, Washington. Yeah. Yeah. ChatGPT is messing up here. Who do you guys got, man? Who do you guys got for the American League versus National League today, All-Star game? Might as well take the under. I'm actually going to say 7 is actually kind of generous, man. 7 is kind of generous. I get you have really good bats as well, but again, these pitchers are really that good. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Now I got the list, guys. For the AL, these are the guys that we should see. And it should be in this order, too. Hoping it's going to be in this order. So we should see Skubal. We should see Skubal first today. Followed up by Carlos Rodon. That's a nice one. Okay. Then you got Joe Ryan coming in after that. Not bad. Not bad. Joe Ryan, pretty good. Brian Wu right after that. And this is where it starts to get a little tricky. Rasmussen is coming in. He should be expected in like the 4th or 5th inning. Okay. He's hittable. Andres Munoz, you've seen him. He's hittable lately. Casey Mize has been hittable. Carlos Estevez, hittable. Definitely the back end of the pitcher's not as great, but they're only going to pitch 1 or 2 innings. So they could actually kind of just let it all out there, right? So that's the American League. So I should have everybody there. I should have 10 pitchers there for today. Skubal, Rodon, Ryan, Wu, Rasmussen, Munoz, Casey Mize, Estevez, Shane Smith, and Chris Bubic. Okay. And then for the National League, you guys know it's going to be Paul Skeens, right? Paul Skeens. Then we'll see Mackenzie Gore. Should see Josh Hader. Edwin Diaz should be out there for the NL. And then it's going to be a few Padres bullpen guys. Jason Adam will be out there. Robert Suarez will be out there. Logan Webb is a nice piece for San Francisco. He's going to be out there. Trevor McGill, bullpen piece out of Milwaukee. Randy Rodriguez. Okay. All right. So there's your guys. There are your guys for the AL and the NL. Damn, bro, didn't see the invite. What up, my guy? How you doing, David? Hope you're having a great day today. Cody says take the NL team total over 3.5. To take the team total on the NL, you gotta like the NL, man. You gotta like the NL, or you gotta be fading. You gotta be fading the AL starting lineup or the pitching lineup. Okay, and if you're doing that today, I don't know. I probably don't mind it. Because, yeah, these AL pitchers in recent play, last 14 days, last 30 days, they look pretty hittable. Drew Rasmussen's been pretty hittable, right, out of Tampa Bay. Carlos Estevez, Kansas City, he's been hittable. Shane Smith is out here for the White Sox. Why is he out here in the American League, man? I know he's having a decent season, but enough for a bid here? I don't know about that. I should have Mizorowski out here, too. Mizorowski is going to be going for the NL, okay? So we're going to put Jacob Mizorowski out here. Randy Rodriguez, okay? So, yeah, the way I'm seeing it, yeah, these American League hitters are definitely hittable this year. Rasmussen, Estevez, Shane Smith, Chris Bubick. All these guys have kind of been getting hit lately. Whereas with the NL, look at these guys, man. Paul Skeens going to start us off. Mackenzie Gore, pretty good. Again, that's the best that Washington has. They have Edwin Diaz. He's going to completely shut out a full inning. He should be going like halfway through. I don't think, maybe he's the closer. He's probably going to be the closer. But these other guys, these other bullpen guys are fantastic too. Trevor McGill, Randy Rodriguez, Jason Adam, pretty decent. Jason Adam is probably the worst on those lists. But he's just a bullpen guy. He's probably going to go not even a full inning. Okay? You got Logan Webb thrown in there for the National League as well. That's San Francisco's best. The NL has won how many years? What did I tell you guys? How bad was it? It was pretty bad. Where'd my window go? There we go. The NL, the National League, the American League has won 10 out of the last 11. 10 out of the last 11. The American League has won 22 out of the last 27. Who won the last one? Let's freshen up here. Who won the last one? I'm pretty sure they broke the streak not too long ago. AL versus NL. This is in Atlanta today. Dominicans got robbed yesterday, bro. Caminero, bro. Caminero. So, guys, that was so we took Caminero. He was one of our plays. Okay, we took three different guys. We just sprinkled on three different guys, and Caminero was in the finals. Man, Caminero was in the finals. Okay, the idea is to come up in the green, right? To come up positive, and Caminero would have definitely put us on top. Cal Raleigh, man, I don't know. In hindsight, okay, maybe we should have put more emphasis on the brother and father connection, right? The brother and father, that was kind of like a little wholesome moment for them. Maybe a little bit of hindsight there, but yeah. I guess once you see it play out, you're like, okay. All right. So the NL, no, they haven't won in a long time. They've lost 5 in a row at least here. Looks like the NL, so the AL versus the NL. Let me see. How's this played recently? Yes, so the National League did win 2 years ago. In 2023, but then besides that, it has been American League, National League, American 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 League. Sheesh. Yep. The AL has won this thing 10 out of the last 11. But let me ask you one question. If you walk up, I can't say the full name. If you guys walk up to that red and black table in Vegas and a certain color, if red has hit 10 out of the last 11, are you going to be on red or are you going to be on black? You got to ask yourself that. Are you going to be on red or are you going to be on black? If it's already hit 10 out of the last 11, right? This line is moving in favor of National League too. This thing opened up minus 110. It is up to minus 122 with 57% of the public on the National League. In terms of the total, this thing is really staying the same. But the public is all over the over. So they're all over the over. The total is not staying the same. These pitchers are fantastic on both sides. But definitely on the NL. I feel like this NL pitching staff. Now, I'm not really looking at the batting lineup. I know the batters are really good. But like I said, elite pitching is always going to dominate elite bats. Am I on YouTube? My bad. Should be on YouTube. What do you guys think? The MLB All-Star Game. What's up, YouTube? Check in with me. Let me know if you're there. Let me know if everything's coming through okay. I'd risk it all on the underdog. Risk it all. Okay, bro. Don't be doing all that, man. You never know what happened in baseball. You could kind of predict what's going to happen in baseball, bro. If you do your research a little bit, I'm sharing my screen here. You can see with the American League, especially on the back end of what we have today, definitely got some hittable pitchers, man. Estevez, Shane Smith, the White Sox are going to be represented out there. I'm sorry, but I don't think the White Sox deserve to have anybody represented in the All-Star Game. They got some pieces, maybe, but not enough to be considered an All-Star. Not enough to be considered the top 8, 9, 10 pitchers in MLB. Okay, it just sucks that due to recent play, right? Some pitchers went on Sunday and Saturday. They had to opt out. For the American League, they're going to be without Hunter Brown, Garrett Crochet, Jacob deGrom, Max Fried, and Kikuchi. All five of those are big time losses. Okay, so that's why you're going to see some guys like Shane Smith and Chris Bubic. I don't know. I've been doing this for a long time. I don't remember the last time we had this many like opt-outs, right? This is starting to feel like bowl season, college football. You gotta try to figure out who's playing. Definitely got some missing pieces for the American League here. Okay, and they're kind of forced to go to guys like Shane Smith and Estevez, Rasmussen. He's not in good form right now. I would say the American League pitchers are going to be missed way more. Listen, again, Hunter Brown, Garrett Crochet, deGrom, Fried, and Kikuchi. You can't replace any of those guys. All of those guys are top notch, okay? Listen up for the NL. The NL, you could be without Matthew Boyd. You could miss Freddie Peralta. Yamamoto, he's not even having a good season. Why he's on here? Now Robbie Ray, okay. Robbie Ray's been okay. He hasn't been elite either. Chris Sale and Zach Wheeler, they'll be missed. But you could certainly replace it. You can certainly replace them with the likes of Paul Skeens and Edwin Diaz is going to be out there. Logan Webb, Mizorowski, the young rookie, he's going to be out there. What do you guys think? What's good, Green? How you doing, brother? Hope you're having a great day today. Any hitters you like? I haven't really focused on the hitters at all, man. Let me pull up the lineup today. It's just hard to know who they're going to be pitching up against. And in the game that I like under, I probably wouldn't be looking at like hitter plays unless I'm looking like under, right? I'm looking for these guys to swing and miss. Who do you like, American or National? Right now, I gotta like National, man. I lean National. You know, look out for my video to see what I end up on, but I gotta lean National. How many innings will these hitters play? That's the thing. The hitters will probably get 2 or 3 at-bats, okay? The hitters will probably get 2 or 3 at-bats. Let me pull up the starting lineup, or the lineup for the hitters here. I saw the Detroit Tigers is pretty much the AL guys, so keep that in mind. So is that good for chemistry, or probably bad because it's all really one team here? Bro, what the hell? Stop! Leave me alone. Pulling up the batting order here. Here we go. Gleyber Torres is going to be leading off. Again, guys, a lot of Tigers here. 4 out of the 9 starters here. 4 out of the 9 for the AL are Detroit Tigers. Okay, so that's a lot to do with like their stance right now in the standings and stuff, and being number 1 in the AL. But recent play, Tigers definitely haven't been that great. Gleyber Torres here, Riley Green, okay, Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh will be out there, Vlad Guerrero. Caminero, Wilson, Baez, and then Scuball will be the pitcher. Three guys will be the batters. On the other side, again, you're not going to see this lineup for more than 2 or 3 at-bats. Ohtani, Acuna, Marte, Freeman, Machado, Will Smith, Kyle Tucker, bro. These are great hitters on both sides. I would focus more on the pitching. Who do you like, the American or the National? Yeah, I think thinking the National for now, man. Kind of going against history, kind of being a little bit of a contrarian there. You never know what happened in baseball. The NL is clearing today. They won 2 years ago. Yeah, the NL did. Freddie Freeman, MVP, plus 3,000 is good value. Freddie Freeman. Let's look out for like storylines, guys. Give me some storylines, okay? This game it's an exhibition game, right? It's for fun. But there's always storylines built into these things. Yesterday, Cal Raleigh, it wasn't hindsight because I told you guys, right? He was going to share a father-son moment for the first time in MLB history in the home run derby. And he did that. And how wholesome was that moment, dude? My girl, bro, we're at dinner. And I'm like, babe, we got Caminero. We're in the finals. And she, I showed her on my phone and everything. Obviously he's got earrings on. He's got, he just looks like an F-boy, right? F-boy. And then she's like, who's the other guy? I'm like, that's Cal Raleigh. She's like, cool. I'm like, yeah, he's he's got his dad pitching to him, and he's got his little brother catching. Nice little moment. She's like, ooh. She's like, that's a nice moment. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins. And that's what happened. And yeah, I had to hear it from my girl. What's up, Mufasa? How you doing, brother? Yeah, so guys, there's always these little storylines, attached to these things. So let me know, what is that storyline today? What can we see in the paper tomorrow, okay, that you wouldn't be surprised about? Kyle Raleigh, right? You guys see that the stuff that is coming out on him now, that they kind of rigged the game for him, bro. How is the tiebreaker decided by an inch? They don't know where the ball landed. They don't know where the ball landed, bro. They're guessing. They're going to tell me 1 inch, okay? The home run derby is not a game of inches, bro. Like, make them swing off again. BS. I think that's the strategy. Should I take hitters from the back end of the lineup and try to avoid Scuball and Skeens? Yeah, that would be a great idea, because Scuball and Skeens is only going to go 1 inning. If you see them for 2 innings, I doubt that. Okay? So that'll be the 1 through 3 in the first inning. Maybe you can cover yourself with on the back end. But besides that, the guys on the back end of these pitching staffs, pitching lineups are definitely hittable. Like I said, especially I'm feeling for the American League, okay? The American League for sure. One guy on the National League that probably worries me a little bit is Mackenzie Gore. But he's nice. That's the best the Nationals got. Jason Adam, he's a bullpen guy, so he doesn't even have to go full inning, right? He could go for 1 out, 2 outs. The American League they got several guys that I kind of worry about. Like I mentioned, Shade Smith, Estevez, and Rasmussen. Carlos Rodon has not been elite lately either. What do you guys think, man? Acuna after the ACL injury is a nice storyline. It is. Again, you're not going to see these guys for a long. You're not going to see them for long. So Acuna is going to have to do something in the top of the order against Scuball on the other side. That's crazy. Maybe it is going to be the guys in the mid to back of the lineups, right? That would make sense. What other lineups y'all feeling about, man? Freddie has a good storyline. People have been mentioning Freddie for a while. Freddie coming off a World Series MVP, used to be a Brave, and the game was in Atlanta. Freddie coming off of a World Series MVP. So you think he's gonna be motivated? Guys, the contract situation yesterday, yeah, it's so close, man. Caminero was there. He needed to get paid. A few other guys needed to get paid yesterday, man, and they got They came pretty close. Who you got, National or American League? Right now, I'm feeling the National League more than the American League. Again, guys, this is an exhibition game, man. This is for fun. Don't go crazy with that, man. Judge spoke on red carpet about dedicating this game for his new child. Let's see. Listen up for some storylines real quick. I'm gonna do some research here. Shohei Ohtani, guys. He's usually we've seen him for the American League. Now he's batting leadoff for the National League. Okay. So this guy switched conferences. Okay. Jacob Mizorowski making his debut, of course. Young stars. Yeah, Crow Armstrong. Guys, Crow Armstrong, he seems, PCA, dude, he seems like a guy that just wants the spotlight. Does he not feel like that to you guys? He feels like a guy that just craves the all-star, the spotlight, bro. Would you guys be surprised if PCA went out there and went crazy today? Is that crazy? PCA. Of course, the AL winning 22 out of 27 is pretty. What do you guys think about PCA? 22 out of 27 is crazy, bro. 10 out of the last 11. Even that's crazier. I got him for a home run. Skeens and Scuba will both get an immaculate inning. What do you think about the no-run first inning? I like it, but it's juice, right? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy juice? I did electrical. I don't know what that means. Guys, hit the follow button if it's your first time here. We normally are rapid fire, having coffee, and going crazy, man. Here are some human interest and emotional storylines. Altuve, he should be in the back end of the relievers, so he's coming back from injury, of course. Marcus Semien, man. So Acuna, not only coming off an injury, he is welcoming a newborn baby to his family. And he's a new dad. Acuna is a new dad. Acuna is a new dad. Does Acuna have some extra motivation here in this one? Only ones I like are Scuba over 1.5 Ks, Jacob Mizorowski over 0.5 K. Bro, how can you like Scuba over 1.5 Ks if he's only gonna go one inning, right? Are you expecting more than one inning? He's got to get two guys to swing in one inning, swing and miss on him. I don't know, bro. Mizorowski to get a K? That sounds interesting. What position usually wins MVP? Good question. Let's see. Like Freeman every MVP. Every clown is on National League. I don't think you have to be a clown, bro. It's just pick a side. Have some fun with it. It's an exhibition game. Nobody, I mean, nobody can really tell you with certainty because you don't really know the lineups for certain, right? You don't really know the pitchers for certain. You don't know what order they're going to come out. It's harder. You don't really cap this game. I mean, to an extent you can, but you kind of just have some fun with it, man. Let's see, last 20 years. Last 20 years, we have had 15 out of 20 have been a batter of some sort, right? Outfielder, first base, second base, third base, shortstop. Non-pitchers and catchers. 15 out of 20, guys. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. 15. There's only been 2 pitchers crowned MVP in the last 20 years. Don't waste your MVP. Don't waste your MVP ballot on a pitcher is what this is telling me, right? Catcher, only 3. 3 catchers out of 20 years. So more than likely than not, it is a batter. Okay? And more likely than not, obviously it's going to be the team that wins, right? So if the clowns like the NL, it's probably going to be one of these guys. Again, guys, consider guys like Acuna. Okay, Acuna coming off of injury. He's in his home stadium. He's welcoming he's a new dad. He's a new dad for the first time. That's interesting. PCA, a guy that seems to really like the spotlight. A guy that's really making a name for himself lately. Freddie Freeman, off of his MVP World Series and playing back in Atlanta for the first time. Hey Nicole, how are you? Acuna, Ronald Acuna Jr. So Nicole likes Cunha. Padres. How do you think how do you determine which players for which team? How do you determine which players for which team? Like who's gonna play? I mean, it's just there's a manager. There's one manager called up as the manager for the team, and he's gonna manage the whole situation. But going for the AL, I have looks like 10 different pitchers, and 10 different pitchers for the NL. So obviously they're gonna have to. These guys are only gonna go 1 inning. They can't afford. They got to share the time, right? It's a spotlight. They got to share with everybody. They got to share a spotlight with everybody, and yeah, 10 different starters I have with the. 10 different starters for the AL, 10 different pitchers for the AL, 10 different pitchers I have for the NL. So they're gonna have to break up these innings, and yeah, I don't think you're gonna see a pitcher for more than an NL for sure. Screwball. Yeah, I like Screwball, but again, you're only gonna see him for 1 inning, and it's gonna be against 3 really good batters. Nobody wants to go out there and swing and miss. Yeah, man. What do you guys think? Is there any other good storylines like that? Anything we're missing? Again, I don't know. Is it hindsight? Even my girl was out there telling me, "Yo, wholesome moment with Cal Raleigh being the first ever to have his dad and his brother catching and pitching for him, and he was the first catcher to ever win it, man. That's a hell of a moment there, man. Hit the follow button, guys, so you can get good information like this. Again, when there's an exhibition game like this that everybody's playing, guys, look for those storylines, man. Hit the follow button, guys. We do live streams that are actually really, really freaking good every single day at 4 p.m. Eastern time. No runs in the first inning, yeah, but it's like minus 170, right? Minus 180. It's crazy. I'm taking a look at this total too, man. I really like the total. Are you guys taking the over or the under tonight? Over or under on the total today? Give me red for the over. Give me blue for the under. Red for the over, blue for the under. What side are you on for the total today? Just tap it right here. Just tap red for the over, blue for the under. This thing is set at 7. Okay, this thing opened up 7 juice to the over, minus 121. Looks like it is still 7 juice to the over. 73% of the public is on the over today. Red for the over, blue for the under. Okay. Now you do have really good pitching on both sides. But again, the back end of these lineups, especially on the American League, definitely look a little bit more susceptible. Red for the over, blue for the under. What side are you on today for the total? How often has the under hit? You guys remember that? Did we talk about it already? Way under. Since 2006, the under is 14-4. Everybody wants to see runs. Everybody wants to get excited. Everybody wants to see runs and home runs. And guys, these games are quiet. 14-4. 14-4 last 18 All-Star games. Since 2010, 11-3 to the under. Average total runs in these games, 5.7. 5.7, despite the total is usually set between 7 and 8.5. So we only usually see a 3-2 matchup, right? 3-2 matchup. In the last five, this thing is 4-1. In the last 10, this thing is 8-2. In the last 18, this thing is 14-4. It's because you have dominant pitching, and I've always told you guys, dominant pitching is always gonna dominate elite bats. Okay, and they're going hard for one inning, right? Skeens, Skubal, Rodon, you're only gonna see these guys for one inning. You gotta go in there. You got the best of the best bullpens here. Okay, best of the best bullpens. Again, max effort. You only get one shot at it, one inning. And because you do have so many pitchers available to you, you can avoid the big innings, right? You could avoid the 3 or the 4 run innings. Okay. This game is being played in Atlanta. You guys know by now, Atlanta's home ballpark is a unders ballpark. Ooh, we haven't talked about the weather either. The under in Atlanta this year is 28-15. 28-15. This is the second most under ballpark in all of MLB. Unders hit here 65%. 65% here in Truist Park. The under. Pay attention to the under, guys. Let me see if I have the weather report for today. Yeah, let's pull up the weather report. Guys, I forgot. This is in Truist Park. Truist Park and unders. They go hand in hand, man. This ballpark is the perfect size, the perfect dimensions for the unders. It's not really because Atlanta has had elite pitching all year. In fact, they're out of pitchers. Atlanta is out of pitchers right now. They don't have any pitchers on their starting lineup right now. They're literally all banged up or injured. So let's talk about the MLB, the weather report for today, okay? Is there a chance of rain today? There's a chance of showers and thunderstorms that may delay the Tuesday night All-Star game. Conditions will be hot and humid with a light wind blowing in from left center field. What are the chances of rain, though? I mean, how bad is this? What are the percentages? This is all good information, guys. Let me open up the weather report here, guys. Then I'm going to get back to the questions here. It looks like just a slight chance of rain. We'll be good full game. They might just delay the beginning of the start of it, but we should be good. What are you guys saying? Kershaw under 1K? Man, why is Clayton Kershaw out there? You could get a full 1. So if you get a 1, it's a push. You guys tell me, what are your favorite props? Because I'm not a big prop guy. Hit the follow button if it's your first time here. We're usually rapid fire, man. We're usually just dropping hella knowledge. Right now, we're just this kind of chill mode, man. This kind of laid back mode. We are just having fun with it today, man. Under 1.5K. Let me know if you could get. So it's 0.5. 0.5. Is it plus money? Are you getting plus money on that? My thought on that is Kershaw's just out there like for a formality. I don't think he's having a great season, but he's the veterans pick of today. That's why he's out there. He's kind of just out there for a formality. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. My bro really thinks Skeen's first pitch is going to be under 96. Bro, you guys doing 96 miles. You guys doing picks on the miles per hour. Come on, man. Kershaw under 1K hits. You funny, bro. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. There's not going to be 3 runs max scored with them pitchers. These pitchers are good. They could avoid the big innings. Good pitching is always going to dominate good bats. Remember that, guys. I like AL and the under. It's a vacation for these guys. Yeah, that's one way to look at it too, man. That's very important. This is the only break they have during a 9-game season, 9-month season. I went over 7 runs 12 times since 2000. Over 7 in 13 games. Yeah, if you're isolating the actual number, it's gone over that amount 7 times. That's a good way to look at it too, because you want to see if it's been overreacted to that number, right? Whoever you like, you should take the 1.5 just in case. Good point. I watched the All-Star game. There's never runs. Theo Manuel, hey bro, chill, dog. Under has been good in the All-Star game. For MLB, that's for sure. NBA, don't even think about it, man. I ran with Acuna for a stolen base. I can see Acuna have a stolen base. What are the odds on that? Take plus 2.5 for both teams. That wouldn't be a bad idea, especially if you guys are doing a rollover series. A rollover series with this would be pretty cool. Minus 300 for 2.5, bro. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, these odds are crazy. Crazy bad. 1.5, 2.5 runs, especially if you're doing it like sort of like a teaser kind of a thing, right? If you're putting a safe leg on one side and then gonna do a safe leg on the other total, that would make sense. Let me go back and look at the 7, right? Somebody said it has gone over this total more times than not. So let's count them real quick, okay? Let me actually just do this here. .5 plus 1,000 for a stolen base. Plus 1,000 for a stolen base. That's crazy. So in the last 20 All-Star games, the game has gone over 7. If the number was 7, if it was always 7 the way it is now, it has gone over 7 times. Okay. It's gone under 9 times. So even if you do some manipulation to it, it's still 7 and 9 to the under, favoring the under. So 9 and 7 to the under. There's been 3 pushes. So yes, you guys know in 2020 there wasn't an All-Star game. Plus 1,000 for a stolen base. An immaculate inning is 10,000. Last year, there was only 2 home runs. Imagine, guys. Imagine doing home run props on a day where there's only going to be 2 home runs. And there's more than 18 hitters. They're going to rotate guys in. There's probably 30 hitters today, man. Yeah, man. Look for more like pitching related props. Stolen base. What else, guys? What's your favorite prop? Give me your favorite prop. We got to also put up a poll on the side. I need to know side in total. So let's do the props real quick. Give me your favorite prop. And we'll take a look at some of these, man. We're gonna look at some. I think the immaculate inning can be done for real. Immaculate inning. So for it to be immaculate, it has to be nine pitches or less, right? You have to strike out every batter. 3 strikeouts, 9 total pitches. Bro, that's crazy. I think that's the problem with the All-Star game. They have to select too many people. They do select a ton of people. People are not going to want to watch the All-Star game no more if it's only a few home runs. That's true, right? It's not good for ratings, but that's the way the game is, man. I don't think you could really, change that too much. You can't really rig that, right? The ball's going to make contact or it's not. And the fact is that you have the best throwers of the ball in the world pitching 1 inning. And the advantage is going to be for them, right? Screwball's a demon. He could do it. Immaculate inning, bro. It has to be 9 total pitches. It has to be strikes, called strikes, swinging strikes, or fouls. That's crazy. It's gonna be crazy if it's happening. Somebody says not happening. Strike out every batter. Who wants to watch the All-Star game? It's only a few home runs. What else, guys? What's your favorite prop? Give me your favorite prop. Let's talk about it. In fact, let's go and browse, man. Let's go browse. I never really take some time to really go and browse props and browse the but we're having some fun with it today, man. So there's home run props, obviously. If we could what books can you do under home run props on? Woo! We could have fun with that today. What books can you do under home run props in? Does anybody know? I think Skeens and Screwball not throwing the ball is insane. I think Skeens and Screwball not throwing a ball is insane. I don't know what that means. They're going to throw the ball. They're going to throw it well. Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. We're usually rapid fire, man, high energy. This is the All-Star game, man. Let's have some fun with it. Let me know what book you could do under home runs on, or where can you do like the negative props, like no hits, no doubles. Is the National League taking it? That's my lean for now. I don't know if I like it, but I think I like the total a little bit more. None. I tried. There's no books where you can do this at. Hey, Nicole. That's my baby. Any pitcher to have an immaculate inning. Who do I think is going to take MVP? So we've talked about MVP a little bit. Let me pull up what the MVP numbers look like. Let's pull up MLB here. Either player props. This is bro. All-Star game is fun. All-Star game is fun, especially in MLB. They actually try. They actually care. So this is, you guys are in for a treat if you haven't watched an MLB All-Star game. Where's the MVP though? I'm on DraftKings DK. I'm on DK. Looking for it. Wins, July specials. No, this is like everything. Where's the All-Star? Just like the All-Star game. So I got to click All-Star game. Player props? No, shouldn't be a prop. Will there be a Grand Slam? Minus 10,000. No. To bat. Will the national team, the National League, bat in the bottom of the 9th inning? I would say no. I would say no. I would expect them to have the lead. You get plus 120 on that. Will there be an all-star tiebreaker? Nope. Guys, I don't know where to find MVP. MVP isn't everywhere. I don't get to do it where I am. Really? You can't do MVP? For MVP, I might just have to swipe up and whatever my finger lands on. You used to be able to do it on DK. Really? You can't do MVP on like a common retail book? Let me check FD. This is news to me. I didn't know. Is it like the national anthem where it has to be like super secret novelty props? Let me check FD real quick. Pitcher velocity. You can really do pitcher velocity nowadays. That's crazy. I don't see MVP, guys. I really don't see MVP on FD either. Do you have Hard Rock? No, I don't. You guys in Florida use Hard Rock. That's crazy. You really can't do MVP. And you guys were giving me some good leads on MVP, man. So whoever was asking, guys, Acuna makes some sense, man. Acuna for MVP makes sense. Definitely makes sense, given that he's coming off of ACL injury, right? He has a newborn. He's a new father. Okay, brand new father. He's not like having his 5th kid. I think Freeman has a bunch of kids. And then what was the other one? Yeah, Acuna made a lot of sense, man. Coming off injury. Oh, and then he's in his home ballpark. Acuna made sense, but you can't really place that anywhere. That's crazy. The American League has won 10 out of the last 11. Don't forget that. Let's put up a poll on that, guys. We gotta do National League versus American League. We still have not done that. Let's stick to the colors right here, man. We're going red. Red for the American League, right? That's their base color. Red for American, blue for National. What side are you guys on today? Red for American, blue for National. What side are you guys on today? Damn, so you could only do the MVP in Florida. Yeah, it sounds like it, man. Red for American, blue for National. What side are you guys on? Again, you walk up to a table in Vegas, and red has hit 10 out of 11. Are you hitting red right now? Are you hitting red right now? Or are you going blue? You're in Maryland. You could do it. In what book? What book can you do it on, Jordan? Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. We're kind of just laying back today, man. Just a little chill mode today. I'm going to pick the National League because I'm an 8th Mexicano. Bro, both of them play in America. American League doesn't mean that the National are not American. You guys are funny, bro. National means national in America too, bro. You guys are funny, bro. So it looks like the National League won there, man. Will there be a run scored in the first inning of MLB? The MLB All-Star game? No. Minus 175. 93% of the money is on no run scored first inning. 93%. That would be crazy. Okay. These guys are the guys that are... Hey, drop it. Give me 1 second, guys. What do you have? Thought he had something in his mouth. I went in there like, what do you got? You guys see him? He just be chilling, bro. 93% of the money. 93% of the money is on no runs in the first inning, guys. But, I mean, that's typical though, because usually no runs, scoreless first inning is the way to go. These are your top 3 guys being picked for a home run today. Ohtani, Judge, and Raleigh. These guys are plus 600 or up. Ohtani being the number 1. He did hit a home run in the game last year. Where can you guys do the MVP stuff? Hey, Alo, stop. Where can you guys do the MVP picks? Minus 175. They definitely priced it pretty high, man. What do you guys think? FD? I can't do that, bro. So is it only Maryland? I'm gonna go across the bridge right now, bro. I'm not too far from Maryland. I'll go right now. I'll go place that. So that one was starting to make some sense. I'm not a big prop guy, like you guys know, but Cunha was starting to make some sense. PCA made some sense, bro. PCA he's a guy that loves attention, bro. I've seen it too many times. What up, Finn? Hope you're having a great day, man. Hope all of you guys are having a great day. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Cody says he's in Maryland. He doesn't see it on FD. All right, let's look at the ones that we all could. All the props. Let's look at all the props that we could actually pick on today. Okay? Let's go to FD just because they got looks like a 25% boost, guys. So if we're looking to record a hit, I wish you could put no on these guys, man. The reserves today. There's a lot of reserves. Oh my gosh. Guys, these guys are all in the game too, man. Olsen, Carroll, Rosarena, Chisholm, Schwarber, Buxton, Wood, Witt, Alonso, Delacruz. Bro, they got to make time for all these guys. It does not make any sense. It does not. All right, Locke, take care, brother. Thank you, man. It does not make sense. It does not make sense to look for any batter props, any positive batter props. Can we do negative? Where can we do negative at? I've seen it on some retail books. Was it B365? I'm checking ESPN right now, guys. Can you guys do the negative ones anywhere? I'm checking ESPN right now. Can you do to not get a home run? To get a strikeout, maybe? Ronald Acuna, first plate appearance, exact result. Definitely on Fanatics. You got to hit MLB tag, then you'll see the games. ASG, MGP right after it. Yeah, I checked on it, brother. I couldn't find it. So ESPN doesn't look like they have it. Fanatics says, somebody said Fanatics has it. Let me check B365. Guys, hit the follow button if it's your first time here. We do an outstanding live stream every single day at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Today, it's an all-star game, guys. Just kind of chill mode, man. Kind of chill mode here. Just having some fun with it today, man. So I just need to record a hit for all these players. I'm not seeing... Let me check player props. Yeah, I only see positive stuff. To hit a home run, to hit a... Yeah, they're not giving us... They know better. They're not giving us... Can we do under strikeouts? Again, given that these guys are not going to be pitching really long today. Fanatics, you can always do under hits. Can you do it today? I've been meaning to get on Fanatics. What do you guys think, man? In case I gotta make a video for this, actually, I should make like I can make like an informative video on this. Give my lean at the end, maybe. Just like an informative. It'll tell you guys how much the National League has won, how much the under has hit. I'll probably do a quick video on that real quick. Yeah, I mean, we can't do the MVP picks. That does make sense a little bit. What's up, ES? Over 13.5 hits is -140. Interesting. I ran first home run to be a solo shot. Where can you do on 365? First home run to be a solo shot. Under 1.5 runs. First inning at 105, +105. Sprinkle the the MVPs. I was thinking about the MVPs a little bit more, bro. You can't do negative props anywhere. Under K's. PCA. I was thinking about PCA, brother. Under K's is juiced at FD. Is Ohtani getting a hit? I don't think anybody's really getting a hit, man. Ohtani, he's going to be going up against Scuball in the first inning, so probably not in the first inning. It just depends who's coming after him. My best guess at who's coming after Scuball, Carlos Rodon, Joe Ryan. That's a tough 1, 2, 3 right there for Ohtani to get a hit. And he's only going to go 2 or 3 at bats, so really, really hard to tell, man. I'm looking at negative stuff. I want negative stuff on the batters. I want under strikeouts on the pitchers. I don't know. Maybe I don't really know where to look. You guys let me know. I'm looking at pitcher props here. Skeens to go 3 up, 3 down. So instead of the immaculate inning, guys, you could do 3 up, 3 down. Here's the immaculate ending. Oh my God. Paul Skeens to pitch an immaculate ending is plus 50,000. Plus 50,000. Scuball to have a immaculate ending. Same thing. So the strikeouts for these guys, 1.5 -200. Really can't do anything with that. Under 1.5 strikeouts though. Can I combine the two? Nah, they don't let you combine the two. Any pitcher to throw an immaculate inning is it really is 10,000. Also, anybody in the whole game. This is anybody. This is not just Skeens and Scuball, right? Hit the follow button, guys, if it's your first time here. Who do you have for strikeouts? I want under strikeouts. I don't want over strikeouts because these pitchers are only going to go 1 or 2 innings and everybody's taking the over. They're only going to go 1 inning, not even 2, not even a full inning. Yeah. The public perception is, oh, Scuball's so good, I'm going to take the over. Skeens is so good, I'm going to take. No, they're only going to get one inning to do what they do. So I would be looking under, but can I get that anywhere is the question. I'm seeing Skeens and Scuball, but you can't combine the two. I wish you could combine the two. Yeah, man, FD and DK, they're robbing us, man. All I see is Ohtani to get a hit, Ohtani to get a home run. They know it's not going to happen. They know what they're doing. To hit a home run, no home runs is plus 300. Plus 300, that's not enough for me. Race to 6 runs. For neither team to get to 6 runs, minus 158. I hope it's not a boring game. I love unders. I think pitching is exciting. I think in baseball, you could have fun watching an over game and you could have fun watching an under game. I think it's like the only sport, right? Because if you watch a 0-0 soccer game, that's boring. You wasted your time. You wasted your time, bro. I don't care. I'm sorry. You wasted your time with the 0-0. But a 1-0 right? Strikeouts are exciting, right? Swing and misses are exciting. To be thrown out at the plate is exciting. How exciting is that, dude? It's not bad. It's really not that bad in baseball. But I would say baseball is probably the only sport. Everywhere else, it would be super boring. Remember that Super Bowl we watched with the Rams and the Patriots? It was like 13-3. Bro, that was crazy. That was bad. That was bad. I would argue in baseball is the only sport where it could actually be exciting. And that's why people bet scoreless first innings. So that would make sense. Honestly, I'm liking PCA. I could see PCA, bro. If you're going to take hits on anybody, I think PCA in the middle of the lineup or the bottom of the lineup. I believe he's in the bottom. Against not Scooball. That might be a good one. I would avoid the Otanis of the world, right? The top 3 guys, I'm avoiding. Hey, what do you have in your mouth? What do you have in your mouth? Give me what you have in your mouth. Scooball to go 3 up, 3 down. So I like that better than the immaculate inning, obviously. Armstrong pitching. He's actually batting 9th. So he's going to be up against probably Joe Ryan. PCA doesn't sound bad. Under 2 runs in the first 3 innings is plus 124. Under 2 runs. That doesn't sound so bad. Aaron Judge 2 home runs, 5 units. Come on, bro. Come on, Chris Harris. 3 up, 3 down makes too much sense. Somebody getting walked. Maybe Ohtani. 3 up, 3 down makes too much sense. But hold up. But then you went on to say that somebody's getting walked. So that wouldn't work with 3 up, 3 down. Guys, pay attention to like the middle of the lineup towards the end of the lineup. Middle and end. Guys, I would avoid Ohtani's and Acuña's and Riley Greens of the world, Aaron Judge. I think there's more value. Like let's say let me do some more research on this, but let's say you can anticipate when Josh Hader, who's a little hittable, right? Mackenzie Gore. Let's say Mackenzie Gore is going right after Paul Skeens. So look for the American League, middle of the lineup or the bottom of the lineup, right? Cal Raleigh, Caminero. Caminero got robbed in the game yesterday. Maybe today. Maybe today he actually he makes up for it. Interesting. All right, guys. It was fun sharing my thoughts with you, man. I hope you guys got something out of it. I'm gonna go post a video right now. I'm just gonna like share my thoughts and opinions on the whole game. You guys know by now. I don't know what side I'm gonna be on or which one I'm gonna be on completely, but I like the National League. I like the under. And I think I like the under more. We'll see. Again, guys, this is for fun, man. This is for fun. Don't take this too seriously. I actually take the home run derby way more serious than this. That's just my lean of the game. I think the under makes a lot of sense because it hits way more often than you think, and because the everybody's taking the over. You have 79% on the over today, 78%. Under 3 is a trap. 3 up, 3 down, 3 under, 3 up is a trap. I didn't really see any props I really loved. Let me keep browsing a little bit more, man. You guys turning me into a degen, man. I'm over here browsing this like it's a restaurant menu, man. Let me look for the appetizer. Stop. Let me check, guys. Again, guys, I hate that all of this stuff is either leadoff man to record a hit in his first appearance. No, I don't think they will. And of course, they only literally set up the positive props. They don't do any negative props for a reason. I don't know. I've been browsing for a while, guys, and because they don't really have negative props, the Scooball and Skeens under 1.5 Ks sounds all right, but can I do minus half a K? Doesn't look like I could do that. Chapman to get a K. Yeah, that looks super obvious. Velocity of pitch. The fact that they got velocity of pitches is crazy now. Don't forget the page. College football. Yo, college football season. Do not forget this page come college football season. My man James reminding you, 68%, man. 68% all of last season. And guys, we are wasting no time in August. Wasting no time. Guys, race to like 5 runs or race to 6 runs sounds kind of interesting for neither team, right? If you like the under, you just need this game not to be lopsided, right? Neither team to get to 6, minus 158. It's not bad, not bad. 3 up, 3 down. So, in the top of the first, strike out. Third inning, you could do second inning, third inning. Yeah, I'm not really seeing too much. Will either team be decided by a tiebreaker? No. Yeah, they only give you yes, of course. The race sounds kind of interesting to me. The immaculate ending, have some fun with that, man. Have some fun with that, but I would be looking more for negative props. Again, guys, the idea is that these guys are not going to be in the game very long. Guys, hit the follow button if it's your first time here. Hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up on YouTube, please, before you leave. And thank you guys for sticking around. Again, guys, this was more of a laid-back kind of approach today. We're going to be back to our rapid-fire stuff on Friday, guys. This break is really only 2 days off. Tomorrow, we actually... we might get on here and do some other stuff, but I have some stuff to do with the Discord. I want to cover credit with them. I want to cover investing, and we have other topics. So I might not see you guys till Friday, but we'll see. Hit the follow button, guys. Race to 6 looks good. Not gonna lie, gonna be in a rhythm. Yep. Yeah, I don't see neither team getting to 6. Guys, have a blessed day. Have some fun today, guys. Don't go crazy with it.